saw the video.
Yeah.
Everyone was booing when he announced Trump's name.
Climate change is a hoax.
Yeah.
No, that's real. That's real. I think it's real.
My stance on climate change is that the Earth is going to always reset itself naturally. We're not helping it. That's it.
But there's proof that it's happening.
No.
Absolutely
I mean,
there is.
okay, sure. But if you think about all of the stuff that they want to try and like implement, or like your carbon footprint, all this stuff, like changes it by like a fraction of a fraction. So
there's
if climate change was such a big deal to these people, then why are they going after Tesla so bad?
well,
The one environmental company that is trying to remove emissions.
well, I mean, even that though, then you go down to like where are they getting the batteries from and all this other crap too.
They don't know that.
But it's like there's a double-edged sword to everything, right? Like
there's like big massive pieces of like ice sheets and glaciers in Antarctica and like the northern hemisphere of Earth that are like melting away at a really fast pace, and it's like pretty detrimental to like the environment out there. And like that's again one.
But it goes back to what James was talking about and Tony, like how everything's gonna like reset itself, right? Because and obviously like I don't know the specific like information on like where this study was done, but like it's actually like we're getting colder, right? So like the global warming, like what was it like when we were growing up? It was like global warming, right?
Yeah, that's when
and it was like, oh, global warming, but then like the Earth was actually getting cooler instead of hotter. So then they're like, oh crap, we got to change it to climate change.
Well, there's
Because,
as of
like-
recently these last few, and the reason why is because I had a class where we had to like go into all this shit. There is proof as of recently that the Earth, as of recently, like within this last decade or so, it is warming. Like it is occurring now again. And you guys are not wrong. You guys are absolutely not wrong. You guys are absolutely not wrong.
Is
But
global warming, is the Earth warming or cooling?
I get what you're saying, Mark. Like,
Warming real, it'll be biased.
no, it's absolute. You can't deny it. The Earth is constantly
Changing.
correct. So you can't say it's not. Climate
So-
change
so then-
isn't.
But is it impacted by human like waste?
We have a big part of it. correct?
but I think if you look at it, you're like, hey, everything that
Can't read
the
that far, but
It's saying, look, literally answering your guys' question right there. Read that shit out loud, James, if you can, please.
It says the Earth is getting warmer overall. This is what we refer to as global warming, climate change. Here's a quick breakdown. The trend, warming, global temperatures have risen by 2 degrees Fahrenheit since the 1800s.
since the
1800s, bro.
James, read the next.
I'm right here.
Watch.
The last decade was the hottest on record, and every year in the 2010s and 2020s is ranked among the warmest years ever
And then read the
reported.
third one.
Oceans, glaciers, weather patterns, and ecosystems all show signs of warming.
So that's what I'm saying. It is a legit thing.
So then we should be worried because then we're gonna
No.
have an ice age.
Now here's the thing. I understand the right side, right?
It's
I
not
guess-
right or left. It's,
No.
the Earth is.
Well, the
cooling
right
and
side
warming.
does say it's like not. Well, one, it's a hoax. It's not a hoax. Let's just keep it real.
Okay,
It's not
so
a hoax.
I think this is what the hoax is, right? You got these multimillionaires that travel on their private jets that complain about carbon emissions, like Bill Gates and everybody else. It's like, and then they sit in an interview and they get questioned about, oh, well, you're so for climate change and global warming and all this stuff, but you fly on a private jet everywhere you go. And then he essentially said, well, I essentially donate enough money to research and everything else that I shouldn't be considered part of the problem,
Mhm.
right? But
No, we all.
but the people in the United States were such a small fraction of, hey, we want to implement different changes, but you got other countries that have zero emissions or anything like that.
China is one of
Yeah.
the worst ones. China, like the smog in China is like so bad where it is affecting the ozone layer.
Dude, is China in trouble?
Huh?
China's in trouble, dude.
It's
China's economy
it's a chess match right now.
China's economy's in trouble.
How so?
Bro, because they have two options with the tariffs. They can continue this war, and so people are going to lose their jobs because the factories aren't going to have anybody to sell their product. So that's a bad problem because then everyone's already broke in China, except for the elite. That's what happens when you get communism. And so then what's going to happen is there's going to be riots all over the street. The people are going to rise up. Or they can go and they can go print money and they can start to push money
It's gonna
into
lose.
the economy to give it to the citizens so they can survive and they can withstand the tariffs.
Doesn't that lose the value in their?
Exactly. That
Well,
causes
and
massive
inflation goes up. You know,
That
like,
causes massive inflation. And then that's super
Which is
detrimental.
what happened to us these last 4 years. That's
Yeah.
exactly what
That's
happened.
exactly what happened. We printed all this money and we gave it away. And guess where that money ended up?
not in the States, to other
To
countries.
to Ukraine.
Well, it
And
ended
politicians'
it ended
pockets.
up in politician pockets with the hedge funds.
Corporate leaders,
Everyone
correct.
got $500, and the fucking hedge funds got fucking trillions of dollars.
Yeah. But let's not forget Maui. What happened there? Let's not forget all the other shit that happened. California fires and shit.
And the frogs are gay.
That's that's the Alex Jones thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was
The
about to say.
Maui fires. Who did they ever find out which politician caused them?
Oh, I don't
I
know.
would say it's not.
Was that the one during the Biden administration?
Yeah. Where they try to give
Yeah.
them like $700 for the.
I remember
Per-
you made a
per-
video about I really, really liked where you called out, you made like a really great analogy where the Biden administration was giving
money to
aid,
Ukraine.
correct, and they weren't really focused. I forgot what analogy you said, something to do with your daughter. Do you remember what it was? It's like you going out and like helping other people, but not your own household.
Yeah. So it's like you go to a restaurant, you pay for everybody else's food, but you don't pay for your own.
Right.
You know.
Which, I mean, hey, I mean, that totally makes sense. 2023, I remember when that was the thing.
Well, dude,
Yeah.
how about the alley fires? They just went away. No
Yep.
one's talking about them anymore.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
what happened? Did everything
Well,
get rebuilt?
what's going on is Karen Bass is like really, after that whole situation was under massive, massive pushback, and people were like, get her the fuck out of LA. The mayor,
but
the
then,
mayor, the
but
mayor,
then
the
it
mayor.
just kind of like
But it went
died.
away.
It-
Yeah,
it
literally
not-
just went away.
nothing happened. You didn't like I see some stuff, but now it's more about like all of the corruption and different stuff on like how people are able to like
Well, Doja,
try and like clean up. Like
Yeah.
it's hard for homeowners to like if they accepted like I forget what it was. It was like clean up from the city or something like that. Like it would take them forever. But
Mhm.
like there's a guy on I think Instagram that goes around and kind of helps give advice on like
like a demo.
demo company. But he's like very factual when it comes to it and stuff. So
I'm still so curious to see what they're gonna do with that open land, because insurance companies don't want to fucking insure those spots or try to build
Well, they're gonna have to implement the Cal Fire insurance.
dude, whoever, when they build houses out
California
there,
Fair Plan.
when they build houses out there, dude, trying to get homeowners insurance there is gonna be
But dude, do you think
Or-
they're gonna build? Like, who's
good opportunity for them to build, but for obviously like
Well, are they going to still build those $20 million homes, or do you think they're going to build condos?
that's what I believe, because I believe some sort of corporate or like organization, some sort of fucking wealthy investor is gonna buy that shit. I'll just rent it out. And
so it depends, right? So the people who have the money to pay for all of the permits and deal with all the bureaucratic bullshit and the red tape, they'll be fine. They'll be able to build
Correct.
their
Which is-
mansion or whatever
I
the
think
case
is-
is, right?
gonna take
The individuals who are going to have to rely on like their insurance company, then wait the freaking 18 months or whatever it is to get the permits to try and build. I think for them, because they're still going to have to be paying something, right? They might be able to work with their mortgage provider and be like, hey, like we can pause it, but they're still gonna have to pay property tax, like at least the minimum. And then they're gonna end up just being like, screw it, I'm just gonna sell the land.
Mhm.
Right, they'll get a decent premium for whatever land that they have, and then that's where the developers are going to come in. They're either going to turn them into single family rental communities, right, or they're going to turn them into condos.
apartments, yeah.
They'll turn them into luxury condos, especially if they got a view of the ocean.
That's interesting.
I like that. I think that's most likely what's gonna happen.
You think it's going
Is
to be
there
a bunch of
petition we
Disney?
could sign for that? I'd be down for that.
You think it's going to be a bunch of Disney condos or what? Those are popping up now.
Bro, the Disney
Disney
condos in
condos?
Palm Springs? You haven't
Yeah.
seen that?
There's Disney
Dude,
condos.
there's a
Yeah,
whole community
dude.
in Palm Springs for
How inflated are those?
it's a whole Disneyland community.
Yeah,
how,
dude.
How
So
inflated?
is this
are
like
those?
is this
Let me
like
see
the
this.
adult Disney fans or what?
Yeah, it's like adult
Story
Disney
living
fans.
by
Yeah.
Disney.
It's a crazy as shit, bro.
Bro, dude, Disney's taking over everything, man.
Except for the movie theaters. So
Continuo.
Oh, the Snow White stuff or what? I've never heard of it. I know about the Disney hotels and all
no,
that,
yeah, there's a
but
whole Disney community in Palm Springs.
wow,
It's taking forever
did
to
you
learn.
take Victoria or
No, it's just houses that, and the community's like Disney themed.
Dude, I went and saw all their freaking brochures and shit when I was up there for
We
Thanksgiving.
should have content there.
oh man, they would not
It's taking
welcome
forever to
us.
load. Shit.
They would not welcome us. Oh
Hey,
wow,
Yeah.
damn, okay.
Yeah, they're nice, dude. Like,
Wait, to buy?
yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
So you buy the
shit.
house, but like the surrounding area is all like Disney themed.
I don't know about. Mm.
Mm.
That I know that builder though.
Dude, why is it taking so
They don't
long?
have that many in Riverside County. I know they have a couple in Orange County.
Yeah,
Disney
bro,
needs
it's a
to
trip
get
what
better
they're
at their
doing.
shit.
I wonder how much they paid Disney to be able to like
Their
use
licensing
their
fee?
brand. Yeah,
Oh, bro.
they had to pay a fuck. There's multiple now. It's not just Palm Springs. There's like in different areas.
What's the price point? Do they have the price point?
I think they were like $1 million.
It doesn't say right here.
I'm pretty sure I saw them for like.
You know, Palm Springs is not even that expensive. Palm Springs ain't even
some
that.
areas are.
Yeah, it depends on where you go, but yeah, it's more of a retirement.
There's some houses that go for like 500-600 and again like in more like those type of communities that are not bad. But I know
Well, I
they
mean,
do.
because those are the only people that want to live out there, because there ain't nothing really out there.
Yeah, just golf.
you
Just
know?
golf or relax.
Yeah.
That's not. I wouldn't retire in Palm Springs. Like that's a big retirement community. I wouldn't
Yeah.
retire there.
I think if you're like again into like golfing and all that,
But bro, it's
I-
so hot in the summer.
Yeah. And then, like, I mean, sometimes you get like those flash
That's very
floods, you
cool.
get some winds down there, and it's like, mine's like,
I think
Legit
most
level
most
wins.
people that retire out there, like from what I talk to people, it's like they're really into the golfing scene. That's
Yeah, yeah.
why.
Yeah.
And
Well,
it's like-
That's their thing.
yeah, and like the actual community, like, there's different like things to do, you know,
Mhm.
like, so yeah, golfing, hanging out. What is it like? It's kind of like the whole like going on a cruise with like older people. You just freaking
Do they have a casino out there?
socialize.
Yeah.
I-
They have a
they got-
casino.
Yeah, yeah.
Which one is it? I know Morongo is like 30.
Paula? Is it Paula?
No,
Saboba's-
Paula's right here in
Saboba.
Fallbrook.
It's a
No, that's San Jacinto.
They got Morongo out there.
Morongo's like
Yeah,
30,
Morongo.
40 minutes north.
That's Morongo. Yeah, Morongo's not that far from there.
Because
It's,
Cabazon.
yeah.
Yeah, because Cabazon, Desert Hot Springs, and then I think it's Palm Springs.
Mm-hmm.
I like Morongo Casino.
I do too.
Yeah.
It's a little dirty, but it can work. Aguas Caliente, that's
There
the
you go.
one. That's the one. That's the famous one. I hear it's okay though.
I haven't been there.
Bro, but they got some nice resorts over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, we
like,
do a
good shit.
our family trip every year
At the villas,
at the Desert Hot Spring Villas.
there's some nice
legit.
spots.
but like, yeah, they got like 4 or 5-star resorts over there.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
How did we
Yeah.
get to this whole Disney?
We were just talking about Palm Springs and shit.
oh, we
then
were